Why I don't want to make any purposeful changes in 2025. Hello, y'all. I'm Diana Brienne. Well, I've talked about this in other videos about how I have not made any kind of resolutions or goals or anything like that for myself beyond just tweaking the goals and ideas and thoughts that I already have. And the reason for that is that throughout the year, I create change if I need to. I don't wait to the beginning of the year to create all these resolutions and all these changes that I want to make. Now, I'm not saying that it isn't a great idea to start off in the beginning of the year with, great goals or great ideas. I think that's really, really powerful and can change your life if you stay consistent with your goals. But if you're not consistent with your goals, then what happens is the goals begin to fizzle, or they don't develop into results like what you want. So the important thing is to be consistent throughout the year. At the same time, at the very, very same time, the problem is that with goals and dreams and visions and changes that people want to make in the very, very beginning of the year, shortly after the beginning of the year, they tend to fizzle. So as I said in another video, the best goals are usually set throughout the entire year and backed up with the right actions. Everybody goes to the gym, it seems like, on January 1st. The gym is packed full of people. And then after about a week, you begin to see it dwindle. And then after a month, it's back to normal. So all those people that had this ambitious goal of losing weight and getting fit, something happened along the way to many of them, maybe even most of them, where their goals were just at the very beginning of the year, not throughout the year. And so for me, I have goals that I'm just continuing on with. I'm making no changes. I don't have like a new big goal. Now, if I do have a goal and it comes at the first of the year, that's great. But that's not my purpose. That's not my intention at the beginning of the year. What I do is often I will look at my goals and say, where do I need to refine them? Where do I need to tweak them? Is there anything that I need to do differently to achieve better results? Now, for some people, they need to make a major overhaul and they need to make major changes in their life. For other people, the changes occur throughout the year, like they do with me. Now, we can't predict everything. Life has its own way of doing things. So we can sit there and we can say, oh yeah, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But there's the unknown factor. There's the unpredictable factor in life that can happen, that actually, we have little control over some of the unpredictable factors in life, the unknowns. And all we can do is react in the most positive way to those things, whether they're a great opportunity or whether they're a challenge, okay? All we can do is respond to the best of our ability. At the very same time, what I truly, truly believe is that it's important to have goals. It's important to have dreams. It's important to have visions for your life. And yet, at the very same time, it's important to back them up with consistent right choices and right actions. If you fizzle out after a week, those results are going to diminish quickly and likely dry up, and you're not going to have the kind of results that you want. So it is very, very important to back your goals, your dreams, your desires up with the right actions consistently throughout the year. Sometimes they need to be tweaked, sometimes they need to be modified, and sometimes they do need to be changed. And I do that along the way. If there are situations that occur that I need to focus on, then I may have to make some changes. I may have to modify enough so that I can focus on some other things. Life happens, things happen where we have to shift our focus. And, that can just be part of life. That can just be the way things are when you have to, accommodate something maybe an opportunity that's come your way. Maybe you have to reshift everything because you didn't see this opportunity come, but you were prepared for it if it did come. Maybe there was something that happened, a challenge that occurred. And so you have to shift things. And so you are making changes as you go. I make changes throughout the year. And I just don't make them on January 1st. I usually refine my changes on January 1st, or maybe modify them or shine them up or put more energy into them or whatever. And yet my list of goals usually remains the same. Whereas I do see a lot of people who say, oh, I've got to make all these changes at the beginning of the year. Then they feel overwhelmed and then they just stop. They just stop and they don't make any more goals, through, they give up. And you don't want to do that. You want to maintain what it is that you're doing consistently to create the kind of results that you want. I'm not here to change other people. That's other people's jobs. I'm here to encourage, inspire, support, comfort, and yet people have to want change. When we try to change other people, they're often just not going to change until they're ready to change. So I free myself up. I free myself of that burden of trying to change others when rather than me trying to change somebody that doesn't want to change or is not ready or is not willing to put forth the energy to create that change. True change has to come from the person themselves. It cannot come directly from us if it's going to last. And so I accept other people as they are. Do I hope maybe they'll make some changes to their life to better their life? Absolutely. Am I there to support that? Absolutely. But they've got to want it. And until then, I free myself up of the burden of trying to change someone else who does not or is not ready for change. And with me, I'm not trying to change myself. I'm just on a journey of being my best self every day. If that means changing something, I will. If it means just leaving things as they are and yet refining those goals or refining the way I do it, so be it. Some things are perfectly fine the way they are. Often people try to change people, and then if that person, for one reason or another, leaves their life, they miss that person. They want them back even just as they are. Well, even with our own selves, often people look for the imperfections in their life and they're focused on all that's not going right rather than what is going right. Yes, we have to address what's not going right, but address what's going right. Be happy with what the good things that you do have. You can continue to work on better. You can continue to work on things as you want them to be. And yet be happy that you're alive, if you're well. Of course, all of us can improve upon things, but it's a journey, not a destination. So the key to it is to be happy with how you are, where you are today, while you are on your journey to living your very best life. From my house to yours, I hope to talk to you soon again. Bye-bye.